Hello students, nice to meet you. My name is Kerimbaeва Marina Valeryevna. I am a teacher of English in Kazakh-German Polytechnic College. The theme of the lesson is removing ribbon cables. Watch the video in order to understand what we are going to discuss today.
Using your finger, flip up the tab on the ribbon connector and gently remove the ribbon. Please do not use a screwdriver to open ribbon connectors, as it can cause damage to the pins. Gently guide the ribbon back into the connector, match the line printed on the ribbon cable with the edge of the connector, and close the tab on the top.
Have you understood the theme of today's lesson? Right. Removing ribbon cables mean извлечение шлейфа из коннектора. Thus, at the end of the lesson, you'll be able to describe ribbon cables and the steps of removing them. Let's start with a new vocabulary. Listen and repeat after me. Ribbon cable. Delicate. Complex. Permanent marker. Socket. Latch. Reinforced tabs. To become crooked. To be custom made. To unfasten. To tag. To grab. Let's consider the Russian equivalents of the words. Ribbon cable. Плоский кабель. Шлейф. Delicate. Тонкий. Complex. Сложный. Permanent marker. Перманентный маркер. Это маркер, записи которым сохраняются надолго, не стираются. Socket. Разъем, гнездо. Latch. Защелка, затворка. Reinforced tabs. Закрепляющие выступы, язычки. To become crooked. Стать кривым. To be custom made. Быть сделанным по назначению. To unfasten. Откреплять, отпирать. To tag. Тянуть. To grab. Ухватиться. We'll continue to practice the new vocabulary. Listen to the English word, look at the picture, and try to remember its meaning. For example, ribbon cable. Please, look at the picture. Do you remember its meaning? Great. Плоский кабель. Шлейф. The next word. Delicate. Good. Тонкий. The next one. Complex. Right. Сложный. Permanent marker. It's easy. Перманентный маркер. Socket. You're right. Гнездо, разъем. Latch. Защелка, затворка. Reinforced tabs. Закрепляющие выступы или язычки. To become crooked. Стать кривым. To be custom made. Great. Быть сделанным по назначению. To unfasten. Откреплять, отпирать. To tug. Тянуть. To grab. Yes. Ухватиться. Well done. In this activity, match the words on the left with their Russian equivalents on the right. Let's find the first pair together. Delicate is translated as тонкий. Now please, in your notebooks, write the words and their Russian equivalents during 1 minute. Start, please. The time is over. Let's check. Tab. Язычок. Complex. Сложный. Parallel. Параллельный. Latch. Защелка. Custom made. Сделано по назначению. Ribbon cable. Плоский кабель. Шлейф. Before reading and listening to the text, translate the bold words orally in the text. Ribbon cables. Плоские кабели. Delicate. Тонкий. Complex. Сложный. Circuit. Разъем, гнездо. Latches. Защелки, затворы. Reinforced tabs. Закрепляющие выступы. To unfasten. Откреплять, отпирать. Tugging. To tug. Тянуть. Become crooked. Стать кривым. A custom made. Сделаны по назначению. Ribbons. Плоские кабели. Шлейфы. Latches. Защелки, затворы. Grab the tabs. Ухватиться за выступы. Tug. Тянуть. Now please, read the first sentence of each part of the text. Look at the underlined words and predict what each part is about. Ribbon cables are wide and flat, with many wires running parallel to each other on the same flat plane. The underlined words wide, flat, delicate, and complex. What's the first part about? Right. The first part is about the description of ribbon cables. Read the first sentence of the second part and the underlined words. To remove a ribbon cable, take the following steps. The underlined words are first, second. Do you have any ideas what the second part is about? Right. The second part describes the steps to remove ribbon cables. And the last part of the text. However, some ribbons don't have latches. The underlined words don't have latches. Grab the tabs, tug on them. Any ideas? Great! The third part of the text is about the steps to remove ribbon cables which are without latches. It's time to work with the text. Read and listen to the text. Find out the answer to the following question. What can electronics technicians use to mark things while they work?
How to remove ribbons. Ribbon cables are wide and flat, with many wires running parallel to each other on the same flat plane. They are very delicate and complex pieces of electronic equipment, so if you need to remove one, you must be extremely careful. To remove a ribbon cable, take the following steps. First, draw a small line on the cable with a permanent marker. Do the same thing on the socket. This will help you remember exactly where the ribbon cable goes. Next, study the connection. Most of the time, there are latches at the end of ribbon cables. These latches connect the conductor to its socket. If the cable has a latch, there will be reinforced tabs on the socket. Always make sure to unfasten a latch before tugging on a cable. If you don't, you may destroy the cable, or it could become crooked. And because they are custom-made, cables are usually impossible to replace. However, some ribbons don't have latches. In this case, grab the tabs on the end of the cable. Then, carefully tug on them.
I'll remember you the main question. What can electronics technicians use to mark things while they work? The answer is permanent marker. In the next activity, you need to read and mark the following statements as true or false. For example, a ribbon cable latch attaches to a socket. It's true. Write down the next sentences in your notebooks and decide if they are true or false. And the last activity of the lesson. You should complete the sentences. Take the information from the text. For example, ribbon cables are wide, flat, delicate, and complex. In the second part, you should describe the steps to remove ribbon cables. For example, first, use a permanent marker to mark the cable and the socket to remember exactly where the ribbon cable goes. Second, study the connection. There are latches at the end of ribbon cables, which connect conductors to its circuit. Third, remember to unfasten a latch before tugging on a cable. Fourth, if ribbons don't have latches, grab the tabs on the end of the cable and carefully tug on them. Write this task in your notebooks and send it to your teacher. Thus, we've come to the end of the lesson. Write down your homework. Learn the new words by heart. Be ready to speak on the steps of removing ribbon cables. I am very interested in the results of the lesson. And you? Let's do the reflection. You can see three objects in front of you. They are the bin, the meat grinder, the suitcase. If you don't need the information on the theme, please choose the bin. If you need to study the lesson once more, choose the meat grinder. If you've understood everything and you can use the knowledge in your profession, please choose the suitcase. Thank you for your work. The lesson is over. Bye.